Star Wars Jedi Survivor is an absolute tragedy. For a game that's supposed to offer fun and unique gameplay mechanics and supposedly living up to the hype of the first game, this game woefully falls short. From jank PC controls to repetitive and constantly changing mechanics, this game is an utter mess. And EA should be ashamed of themselves. From what you can see from my stream review, I wasn't even able to finish the game because of the constant crashing and errors that I've received. So here's a breakdown of Star Wars Jedi Survivor for the first around, let's say, 13 hours. Since, unlucky 13. So, here's my review. Okay, so 4 hours in, I noticed that the combat was quite fun. But, again, the PC controls were horrible at first. You had to somehow press, I think, tab to block or parry. And if you wanted to be a cripple, you could do that, but I had to change it. Or tab was something, but it shouldn't have been that. So I had to change it. So keep that in mind when you're thinking about buying this game on PC. Another thing that you should keep in mind when buying this game on PC is the amount of crashes that you're going to receive. I've crashed around 4 times, 2 of those being severe hard crashes that resetted my PC even. It's completely broken, and EA should be completely ashamed of themselves for releasing this in this state. EA and Respawn, the company. But let's start with a little. Well, I started with a bunch of negatives, but let's go into some of the positives. I wrote down some notes, but most of it are negative. Let's see if I can find some positives. Combat's fun, yeah, but you can only force. You can only force pull or push so much. You can only do that so many times before it's just like, ugh, I wish there was something more. At least from what I experienced before my intense crashing experience. I could see how Souls players may enjoy this. If you're a Souls player, you'll most likely enjoy this absolutely, because it's difficult. It's reasonably difficult, especially on the higher settings, I'm pretty sure. And it has points of meditation points, like it did in the first game. So it's kind of Dark Souls-esque, which I don't mind if it wasn't for the constant crashing. If it wasn't for the constant crashing, you would not be hearing my voice right now. I would still be playing the game. But it's with this constant crashing that I just can't stand it anymore, and I gotta release this review and warn you guys to not buy this game. Don't give your money to EA. Don't be a beta tester. And, just watch the cutscenes on YouTube. Or, fuck it, just watch some of my streams. I got through, I guess, half the game. I don't even know. The game kept crashing on me. I'm fighting with Steam right now to get a refund. So, it's just... It's almost like you have to make your own fun. Okay, let's go fight these people just for fun. And it's not fun. I mean, yeah, the combat is good, but it also feels kind of janky because when you dodge, you could be slamming that dodge button all the live long day, but if you're locked in animation, you're locked in animation. There's nothing you can do. And you are stuck. You're going to get hit no matter what you do. The story, at least as far as I gone to it, I'm going to watch the rest on YouTube. I suggest you guys do the same. The story wasn't gripping. I mean, like they're looking for a lost planet with a Jedi temple. I mean, not really that gripping. I mean, it's pretty generic. You have to find this doodad and bring it back to the doodad. I did this on episode 6 of my stream. There was a fun and difficult boss fight, but it lacked any sort of relevance because I didn't know the guy. There was no build up to this fight. So, like, when I fought him, there was no real impact. When I fought him, beat him, there was really no impact. Yeah, it was a fun boss fight. I enjoyed like figuring out the techniques and intricacies of trying to defeat this boss, but it still felt lackluster because I don't know where this guy came from. I don't know like what his backstory is, and it's just very lackluster. And it's not good. It's not good, guys. You know, if I have to rate this game out of 10, this is difficult because you know what? I'm gonna give it a much lower score because of the technology issues. If you're watching this much later in the future and the technical issues are fixed, good for you. Have a ton of fun. But on release date, I was not on release date. I was able to play this game. Now a couple of days later, a patch happens. Now I'm not. So it's completely ridiculous, and it's almost like either Respawn or EA are trying to like overcompensate for the controversy with the graphics cards and everything like that. You know, them not testing it on higher efficiency systems and rigs. That could probably do so with it as well. But I did not have much fun with it. Like, I had to squeeze the fun out of this. I mean, it's good seeing Cal again. I mean, I didn't really have much of a connection with Cal because, again, I didn't play the first game. But I know Star Wars like the back of my hand. So it's like, it's a very lackluster game, and I can't recommend it at this price. I can't recommend it at this price. I highly recommend that you just watch if you don't want to play the game, if you don't want any gameplay, just watch the cutscenes on YouTube. And if you want to actually play the game, wait a year. Wait a year. Because it's unfinished. It's unfinished, guys. So, you know, for my final score for this game, I'm sadly going to have to say is probably a 3 out of 10. Because just with the repetitiveness and the technical issues, I can't recommend this game to anyone unless they're like sadistic and like enjoy hurting themselves and enjoy pain. So don't buy this game. You knew that already, but just don't do it. Just watch the cutscenes. Just watch the cutscenes on YouTube, and if you actually really want to buy the game, wait for a really good sale, and wait for a lot of patches to come out, especially on PC, because on PC, this PC release was abysmal, and it was so abysmal I can't even finish it. I don't have the strength to finish it. I don't have the willpower to finish it. So that's it. It's a 3 out of 10 for me. And yeah, it's a 3 out of 10. This game is a 3 out of 10. It is a bad game. You shouldn't play it. If you're Star Wars nut like me for the story, just watch the cutscenes on YouTube. So, yep, that's going to be it for Star Wars Jedi Survivor. Ironically, it did not survive. It did not survive. It just died. So, do yourselves a favor. Do not buy this game. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.